Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this video is going to be a pretty short one. I just wanted to show you guys a little mini haul I got from Half Price Books Dallas. I got these little coupons last year that I've been using to get 10% off, and the September-October one expired yesterday, so I wanted to just run into Half Price Books and see what they had. One thing I wanted to mention first is the pricing of comics at this location. This is the flagship Half Price Books in Dallas. And if you guys haven't been there before, it's huge. If you're in or around the Dallas area or visiting, it's definitely worth the trip. But I've been to a bunch of the Half Price Books locations in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and a few other ones as well. And they all seem to use one of two different pricing models for comics. Either they have a sticker on the comic that has a specific price, or they have half off the cover price. The one in Dallas, the flagship one, used to have half off the cover price. That was actually a pretty good deal if you think about it, because not only did they have a huge selection compared to all the other half price books, but if you're getting older comics, that ends up being super cheap. I'll show you guys a couple examples here. This first one is from April 1999. It's an issue of Adventures of Superman for $1.99, which means at half off the cover price this would have been $1, which is amazing. And then this other one here, Action Comics, this one was $1.50, so it would have been 75 cents. That's amazing. And there's been other issues that I've gotten there, like even older issues that were $1 cover price I've gotten for 50 cents. Now these comics would be $2 each. And for a Superman issue, that's not worth it, since these are like super cheap anywhere. I don't know if they just changed their policy because they didn't want to waste all this time at the counter calculating every issue, because I used to go in there and grab like 20 or 30 issues, and they would have to go through each of them and organize them and figure out how much they were, or if it's just prices nowadays they needed to do it. But it's not worth it to get these types of issues anymore. Now for newer issues, it's still worth it. Like to get something that's $3.99 and it's $2, that's worth it. Or even issues I saw that were $4.99, if they're going to charge me $2 for that, that's actually better. So for newer issues, it's still a good deal. For older issues, it's not a good deal anymore. That could just be they're trying to keep the same policy as other locations by having a flat fee of $2 per comic, because that's typically what they charge at other locations. I can't remember, but there may have also been one or two that just went off of cover price. So I'm going to have to make my rounds at some of the Half Price Books locations in the near future to find out what their current pricing is. So they changed this policy probably a few months ago. All right, on to the haul. Like I said, it's a real small one, and it's really just one title because the comic prices went up, and usually the ones that I would find at Half Price Books were like the older Superman, Batman, and things like that. I just didn't really grab much, and some of the newer stuff I'm pretty filled in with most of the stuff I'm looking for right now, but there's still good stuff there. Like you can find pretty new Walking Dead Deluxes there. You can find a lot of the new DC stuff there, and that's a pretty good deal for $3.99 or $4.99. Getting it half price, definitely worth a trip. But let's go over what I was able to pick up. And this one I just heard about recently, some good things about it. It's one that came out a little while ago, but I just haven't really gotten it. It's Klaus. This is by Grant Morrison and Dan Mora. And this is the local comic shop day variant cover. So that was pretty cool. And I just heard this is a really good story, so I'm actually looking to dive into this one pretty soon as well. But Dan Mora's art I love, and just Grant Morrison, as you guys know, is a really good writer. And I was able to find pretty much all of them. So I have Klaus number 2. And the rest of these I believe are cover A. Klaus number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. And number 7. So they were all kind of scattered around Number 1 was in a completely different place than the other issues. But yeah, those are all my pickups here. I think that was pretty awesome. Like I said, there's a lot of good stuff in there that you can find at this location because it's just so big. Didn't really find any trade paperbacks or hardcovers this time around. And a lot of newer stuff, there wasn't really anything I was looking for to make it worth grabbing. But yeah, I think this was definitely a good pickup for me. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for me. Once again, just a little small haul from Half Price Books. If you guys are interested in more hauls, new comic book days, comic conventions, all sorts of comic book content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!